we were in trouble. There's no two ways about it. I thought we started so bright. I thought we fed off the crowd, to be honest. I thought we were... there was a kind of sharpness and intent about us. We passed the ball sharp in between their spaces. There was an energy about us that I think that helped from the start. I think this game was always, in the context of this week, was always a big game. It was the third game in that little mini target we set before we play Celtic, and next Sunday, that can we win those 3 games and make sure that we're still at the top of the league before we play them. And I thought we looked like a team who were confident with what, were just desperate to get to it. And then Benny gets sent off. The boys distraught. I don't think there's a more popular boy in our dressing room than Benny, and he was in tears. And we said at half time we were going to have to dig him out here. We're going to have to do it for ourselves again. And I think the experiences of Sunday perversely probably helped us, the whole thing. It was a different scenario because it was 75 minutes to go, and we didn't have anything to hang on to. We had to get that moment. We had to still find that bit of quality to get something to hang on to, and it was a long time coming, but we had a few good opportunities prior to that. We got them in at half time. We spoke again, as I say, about what we needed to do, and can take the belief about and the confidence from the weekend, and believe that we'll always create chances here at Tynecastle. The crowd will stay with you, they'll feed off you if you can just give us that encouragement. We played a really narrow front 3 with Benny, Lawrence and Braga, what did I say there? Kizzy, sorry, as a 3. Tried to stop the first pass into Smith as a 6, and then it was a big shift for the 3 of them to do that. But what we did have, if we could win it and be aggressive and be smart, that first pass, if we secured it into Braga, Lawrence or Kizzy, we actually thought there was spaces on counters, and we should have maybe done a wee bit better with that. But it's easy for me to say. I'm not the one that's having to run at full pelt and make good decisions at that speed. But when the goal did come, what a goal it was, and nobody better than your captain to really step up to it. And it was a good bit of play ahead of that, and then we had something to hang on to. And I think then the belief probably went right through the roof with the players, and thankfully we get the second one with Big Magnuson getting on the end of that. And I thought St Mirren then, it was a blow for them. I think they looked a bit shell-shocked of what was actually happening, and from that point in, it wasn't comfortable there. I'm not going to be smart enough to think it was comfortable, but you actually look back on it, we kept their dangers and their threats, majority of it away from our goal. And when Craig was called upon, he made a big save for us. So brilliant for the lads. Couldn't be more pleased for them. Couldn't be more proud of them. It's no easy. We're not going to be able to keep winning games. We're getting men sent off, but we've dug ourselves out of a couple of holes the last couple of games, and it shows what can be done. It shows what can be done, because you're always learning about your players. But it's a good reference for us if it happens again. But it better not happen again, because you can't keep doing it, you know what I mean? So it's a bit good on them.
You spoke this week about needing the crowd and about how significant this season could become. It's not just a purple patch, I think was what you said. Could you imagine that it would have all been kind of laid bare, how much the crowd can help, how significant a win this could have been all in the space of the 90 minutes that followed?
But it's no different to the first messaging we had ahead of the Aberdeen game. I asked for that as well, and you know what I mean, it's alright me asking for it, but I want the fans to want to do it, you know what I mean? I want them to participate, I want them to can't wait to get to the game and feel as if they've got a part to play, and they have, clearly they have, you know, there's no two ways about it. Players will give more if they know that they have that love and support. And you know, I don't want just Hearts fans to turn up because it's their duty, because they've got a season ticket and that's what they've always done, and the grandpa brought them and all the rest of it, and they turn up because that's what they do. I want them to actually come and be excited about what they're seeing, but that's our job to do it. But I felt the night was similar to the Aberdeen game in the sense that we couldn't wait for this one. I know we just played on Sunday and won a game, but I kind of felt as if this game was built up, because it was the third game, as I said, in that little run of to try to keep that maximum points, and going into the Celtic game was important that we still had that advantage. And thanks to the fans for how they were in the ground early, they got behind the team. It'll be even better against Celtic because, you know, we are the underdog. There's no two ways about it. But by the time we play Celtic, we'll be in top of the league for 4 months. So we're comfortable where we are, and we've got work to do. I believe we can win games, and with the help of the fans, we can they've got a part to play.
How big a decision was it to keep it as a 4-2-3 when it went down to 10 men? Did you think about changing up?
Yeah, well, I think at home we've still got to carry a threat, and I still wanted to try and with those three. I did think it was a lot of work for Cammy and Spitz in there, and Spitz isn't exactly the one that you'd be first picked to go and do the work. I thought he was brilliant in there. I thought the good thing about having Spittal in there is the fact that when you do turn over the ball, he normally makes the right pass, and he does want to play forward, which is a blessing when you're trying to counter attack. But his effort was magnificent. So the job of Braga was to protect Harry when the ball was inside, and it was just really every time the ball moved, almost like a chain just moved together. Kizzy was to protect Michael, and everybody else protect each other at central area, and I thought we got it pretty spot on, to be honest. St Mirren never made any change at half time. I thought they might have, and I just so it was the same sort of messaging at half time, but obviously when you get a goal and then St Mirren make a few changes, the last change with Frankie coming on, when they go with 2 out and out wingers and two through the middle, we need to go a 5 then, and that's why a 5-3-1 was the way to see the game out. Harry becomes the midfielder, and what performance is honestly, he's been brilliant everywhere except wide right where I kept playing him, but he was magnificent. I mean, no word, but Jesus, his part in the goal, his running power, to think that the scan, what the scan showed, it defies everything really, the confidence and I wish they were all at him, to be honest. The players are magnificent. Don't know yet. I don't think it looks good at the minute, so but we'll see how he is. It was it's clearly a tough one. He wanted to walk off or limp off. He didn't want a stretcher. We'll see how it is in the morning.
Is that a knock or is it a
knock? Yeah.
Derek, can I just get your thoughts on the boy Rogers Mato after that bizarre statement for his club this afternoon? Are you confident that the deal will go through?
Yeah, we've got the boy signature, and we didn't have it 2 days ago. We were still, and there was a bit of pressure on the lad. I think coming from different places, but he's been good as his word. I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago before he headed off to the AFCON, and the boy he knew everything about us. He couldn't wait to come here, and good on him. He's that commitment's been brilliant, and delighted to get him. I think he's a brilliant young talent. I think he's going to do well. Great work by the club, identifying him and getting the deal done. I was hoping we could get it all done before the AFCON, and I stressed that to the club, because obviously it's a showcase for these lads, and but we put a lot of trust into what was happening, and thankfully that trust has paid dividends, and looking forward to getting to work with them.
Is there any chance of getting them in this one, do you think?
I don't know. We don't control that, but it would be nice if we could. We could do with a couple of signings if we can to help us. We've got a couple of injuries and we'll see where we are, but I don't know if that can be done, but certainly if it can done, we'll try it.
What's the process on Kingsley?
No good. 2C, which is bizarre, to be honest, considering what it was. So he'll be about 6 weeks, I think.
You've now done 2 rounds of fixtures. What's your assessment now?
50 points at this stage is remarkable. I think it's out there, everybody thinks that. I like the fact that we are in the same company as Rangers and Celtic. We're actually competing there. This time last year we were a bottom 6 club, scrambling to try and get top 6. So there've been huge improvements for everybody, and it's been good identification. It's been brilliant togetherness and spirit. We're still paying Hearts wages. We're no paying what Rangers and Celtic can pay. We don't have the spending power of those clubs, but what we have is so much going for us. We've got smart work from boardroom down, good types in the dressing room, and we believe that we are there on merit. By the time we play Celtic, we're 4 months. It's no purple patch, as I said. It's like something substantial, something more than that, and I believe we can still keep winning games. How many? how many we can win between now and the end of the season. Every game will be tough, as you saw again tonight.
Scottish Cup on Saturday, are you going to go full pelt in that competition, or is there a temptation to rotate a little bit from the position you're in?
I want to win the game, so the cup's really important to us, but we need to see where everybody's at, and the squad's there to be used. These 3 games in the 6 days is a tough ask. You know, as I said on Sunday, we could have done with a more straightforward cup tie in the back of this week with what we've put in, but Falkirk are one of the better teams in the league, best teams in the league, and it's a tough game, so we want to win the game. The fact it's Saturday night and gives us an extra few hours for the lads to recover might help us, but we'll look forward to it tomorrow morning when we wake up and see where we're at.
Impact your side's outlook for games like tonight and those in the future?
The points advantage.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I've said all along, and probably for the last wee while, that I think that we've got to assume that teams round about us will improve, and we've got to work for those improvements. So I'm sure these types of games, you know, it's good for the players. Although we don't want to get out of 10 men, it's good that they've got that in them, that they know they can win these types of games. But I think that to keep an advantage, it's an advantage if you keep winning, and because I do think that other teams will improve round about us, so that improvement has to come from within as well.